Well, it's sort of wrapping up now, the festival, into the final weekend, but to a lady who's been absolutely running here, there and everywhere and is suffering slightly with a bit of a dodgy voice at the minute, Ruth Keggin. I know in a few minutes you're going down there to take part in a major competition, so let's just deal with this voice first. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I've been drinking lots of honey and lemon. I've been having early nights. I haven't touched any alcohol at all. Yeah, honestly. But just so much singing during the festival, and I'm heading off on tour in a bit as well. So it's a lot of singing at the moment. It really does take its toll. So you just have to be careful.
Okay. Well, we'll cover that event down there later on when we know how it's done, because I know it's the final. You've been there before, you've won it before, so obviously a lot of expectations on that.
Yeah.
But let's go back to some events that we've had our cameras at. There was that event where you had the different Gaelic nations together and you all singing. Tell us a bit about that.
So that was on Tuesday night at the Grand Theatre. It's called Inchenya, which means one tongue, and it's bringing together myself from the Isle of Man, Owen O'Kennan from Ireland, and Marianne Kennedy, who's a musician and broadcaster from Scotland, and so it's the first time in a song project has brought together the three Gaelic languages of the Isle of Man, Scotland and Ireland. It was really exciting for us to be, for us to do, and so we're actually launching the album officially next month in the Isle of Man as the official album launch in the Peel Centenary Centre on the 18th of September.
How did you get together much beforehand, or were you doing it via the internet? Well,
it's quite difficult because we all live in our respective countries. We would meet up in Ardgour, which is where Marianne lives. It's on the west coast of Scotland near Fort William, and we wouldn't actually have all that much time together, but we'd be thinking about songs. You'd bring things to the table, say this is what I'm thinking. You could translate between the different tongues, and then we just would get together, and it's great up there. There's no phone signal, there's very little internet, and so you just have no distractions. You can just get on with it. So actually, really, how much time we've spent together in total is probably about 5 weeks over a year, and then touring the project after recording the album. So it was really a bit of a baptism of fire, but I think the three of us have this real musical connection that it's just great, and we just very much on a wavelength, so it made it easier.
The crowds here they just love it all, don't they? They soak it up. People here are really appreciative.
Absolutely, it's brilliant. There's been so many great responses. You've got people like Meclear, bands like Meclear and Nafani, and they're just bringing down, the houses by storm.
Let's talk about you, because you got your album here as well. You're performing as yourself, but you got. Well, how many different hats are you wearing this week?
Was wearing four.
Four?
Yeah, with Kurjan Kujik, Manx Gaelic Choir, in David Kilgallen's commissioned piece, The Gathering, written specially for Lorient, with Inchenya and with Ruth Keggin Band, and that's the latter is the one which I'm in the final of the trophy.
And
for
these are selling, I believe, like hotcakes?
Yeah, they're selling well. Yeah, they're selling well. Yeah, really enjoying bringing my music to people. Yeah, it's been great, yeah.
So, your voice, got to keep it up. You've got to go and do your bit of work there. But overall, how do you rate this whole experience? I know you've been here many times before, but this year, how been the favoured nation sort of thing?
It's great because the Isle of Man has been really the word on everybody's lips, and I think it's just really great to show Brittany and to show Europe really what we can do and what we're capable of, and especially when you've got so many Manx people here this year. You've got just loads and loads of artists, and everyone's giving 110% and doing a fantastic job and representing just really well. So everyone at home should be very, very proud of the whole delegation, because it's really important, I think, for an international audience to see the Isle of Man in such a positive light, because most people only, I'd say, know it for the TT races and don't necessarily know about the culture and the language and the dance and the music, and I think that's a really important thing to know about, because we're a very, very special little island,